Why do we become data centric? What can you expect from this 8-week program that we have discussed? And we have already discussed five stages. We are doing stage 1. We'll be learning R, Python. We'll also be learning a bit of Minitab. Minitab is a licensed software. You can learn on the trial version, but it's a license, it's a paid software, so we will not use much, and we'll be working on Python also in the coming days. This will be for week day 1. Day 2, we learn the basics of statistics, about big data. Descriptive statistics, we learn about the raw data, normal distribution, box plot, histogram, all the quality tools, the important tools. And these are very powerful tools to analyze data or to understand sample data. Then why linear? To predict, and some query session we'll have. And you can always ask me questions. Once I stop explaining, ask me questions. Why I say this? Because when I'm explaining, don't stop me, otherwise the flow breaks. And when the flow breaks, I forget what I was explaining. So once I stop, you can always ask me questions. I'll give you turn to ask me questions. Now let's understand, why are we doing this program? Why does your company want you to become data centric? Why does your company want you to learn more about data and give good solution to the business? Let me come to the board. You can see my whiteboard, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Please go on mute. Please go on mute. Please go on mute. Why big data? Why do we learn? Why do we want to learn data science? This is nothing, it's not rocket science. Guys, we are not learning any rocket science, please. We are learning everything what we are doing in our daily life. We are eating, that's data. We are talking, that's data. We are walking, that's data. Even when we are fighting, that's data. We are purchasing something, that's data. But what is missing is that we are not analyzing the data. We are not aware. We are not analyzing, and because we are not aware, if you observe that at the young age, when we are 12 to 15, 20, we go on eating junk food, we eat burger, pizza, we eat everything. We drink soft drinks, but we don't realize that there's a lot of data analysis, data reaction is happening inside the stomach. Now, when you reach the age of 35 to 40, you realize that you have a heart problem, you have diabetes, you have many other illnesses. Why? Because we were not careful about the data or the food that we were eating. We were not aware of it. We are walking every day, but we are not aware how many steps have we walked. So it's not the data science or analysis is something it's a rocket science. It is more of the awareness which we never had. We are not conscious about the data. When we are spending money outside, we go on spending money without noting it down. Because we are not conscious about our money. When we become conscious when we start failing in life, we become conscious when we start seeing some illness, when we are diabetic or when we have the heart problems. That's when the time we become very data conscious. We start getting into exercise, we start becoming health conscious. So it's not that what I'm teaching you, what you're learning in the market is something new or something, it's not a rocket science. This is what your company wants from you. Company is performing, company generating data every day. But because we don't analyze, we are not aware, we are not conscious about data, there's a time when we start failing. The company starts failing. So, your company, a company is open and it says there's a target of 90%. Company wants to meet a 90% target. January, it has 90%. February, it goes up to 92%. March, it goes up to 85%. April, we observe another dip to around 80%. May, it may go up to 75%. Now, as long as the company is meeting the target, they are not finding out that what is good that we are doing. What are those good factors because of which we are meeting the target? Company does not even realize over here. Company starts feeling the pain over here. Now when the company comes to 75%, it says now there's some problem. There's something wrong. Because the company or the employees, they did not realize that the performance is declining. And that's where you start becoming data conscious. No, even if you become data conscious, it's okay. But how is it going to help you if you're not aware of analysis? If you can't analyze the data, if you can't analyze the simple data, if you can't study a simple data, it doesn't really matter what the performance is. So now let's say you are in a role and you are every day you're receiving a mail from your MIS, from other departments, and it has one attachment of some data for your operation or for which is relevant to you. So in some data relevant to you, what to do with the data? You have received data. Now, what to do? How much data should I see? How much data should I see? Why should I see? And then, if I get the data, how should I look at the data? How should I look at the data? What do you want me to look at the data? I don't know anything. So let's study the basics. That when you come to the desk, when you come to the office, and you're receiving some information, you're sending some data, and the management is asking for information. So when you analyze the data, only after analyzing the data, you convert them into information. And you're sharing the information with your management or the clients. So remember one thing. When you are analyzing data, This is different from information. How? You are a data scientist, you are a data analyst, you are using certain tools to analyze the data. You may use R, you may use Python, you may use Azure, you may use AWS, whatever tools you're using, you are using these tools to analyze data. From this data, from this analysis, you are extracting some information. This information is for your audience. Your audience can be your managing director, it can be your client, it can be your own team, it can be your bosses. You are actually passing on the information which is coming from this analysis. Remember one thing, your analysis, when you're translating into information, it has to be in a very, very simple language, simple term, because your audience, like MD or your client, they may not be data scientists. They may not understand Python. They may not understand R programming. They may not understand boxplot. They may not understand histogram. You are understanding this. So when you are passing on the information, it has to be in a very simple language, which you need to explain to them. That why the business, why the performance dipped, and what did we do to bring the performance up. This has to be explained in a simple language, in a common man language, and not in the language of machine learning or data science or artificial intelligence. Remember these things because this is how we work in the companies. Hope you understand what I'm trying to explain. Comfort?
Yes.
So, topic?
Yeah, I get you.
Question?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to explain in a very, very simple term. I'm trying to connect you with the industry. That what really happens inside the office, what really happens inside the industry, what you should do. Now, let's open one data. Okay. Let's say this is the data you have received. Let's go to the platform. Let's go to basic statistics. And let's open one data, the data set. Here. We'll open this DSS1 data set car on R part 1. Okay. I put a lot of data, so you can just let's open this data set. They're very simple data. We are not working on big data right now. We are working on small data. So I don't want to open on Minitab. This is my small data which has 442 rows and it has 14 columns. It's a small data. Now let's say you are in office and you are getting this data. The first thing you must remember, you must understand your data. Now there are two ways. One, let's say you are a consultant, you are a data scientist, and you are working on a new project. You may not understand the business, but you may understand the data. So it is important to understand the data in context to the business. This is a name, fine. This is just a name. Age. Now when I'm looking at the data, let's look at the data first. Age, I filter it. I'm not using any R or Python or anything. I'm just using simple Excel. I see that the lowest age is 18 and the highest age is 40. And there's no blank, nothing. Okay, fine. I can see that the female, 1 means female, 0 means male. Here 1 means male, 0 means female. I say engineer, no. We must understand what is the definition of this. Engineer, yes. So it's either one, you're an engineer, no, or you're engineer, yes. This is, are you an MBA? No. Are you MBA? Yes. If it's yes, it's 1. If it's no, it's 0. Work experience, from 0, it goes up to 22. Salary, 6.5. It also has some blanks. We must look at the why is it having some blanks. It has some blanks. We need to take care of this. I have distance from 3.2 and the maximum is 23.4. License, you have a license, driving license, yes or no? Now we must understand what is this data about. This data is about a company where the HR is trying to predict whether based on these numbers, variables, if I hire someone new, do I have to provide a transport, office transport or not? We will understand the data later. I'm not getting into this. Right now, what we are seeing, okay, this is age. Now, before you start understanding the data, you must know what is the type of data. What are the basics, the concept? So what I'll do, I will open R and you can see there's one file with this data. With this data, you have one file called car. This is the data set and this is the practice on R with the same data. I'm opening R. This is the data. Let me first explain the features of R. We all know that when you are downloading R or when you are installing R, you have to first install R. Once you install R, then you will install RStudio. RStudio will not work if you don't install R. Similarly, when you are installing Python, you must have the Anaconda navigator on which you will find Jupyter Note. So I will come to Python later. Let us first work on RStudio. So now let's take a blank sheet. When you open R, what you will see you will see something like this. Okay, let me clear everything. You will see something like this. When you see a R, you'll see something like this. This is more like a window that we often use. Some of the features are common. Let's say file. We all know it's a new file. If you want a new project, say a new project, open a file from your laptop, from your system. You can open a file the way you open on Excel. There's nothing new. You can search for the recent files like in Excel. Open a project. Open project in new session. Import data set. This is important. You can import or upload the data set from here, and the easiest part is from here. Just hold on. Let me delete everything. You can import your file from here. I hope it's visible, or there's too much of light or something. Should I switch up the light?
It's very clear.
Sorry?
It's very clear.
Okay. So you can import the file from here, text base. Text base means CSV file. Okay. I'm not importing from Excel. I have saved my file. I have saved my data in CSV file. My data is saved in a CSV file. So I'll be importing from my, let me see where I've kept the file. Or let me upload from the download. And you must know where your files are on your system. So now I'm uploading from download. Okay, you can upload wherever it is on your system. You will get this. Don't do anything. NA is when you have missing value, it will show as NA. Just say import. The moment you get this file, you can see the data. Click over here on the back arrow, go back. Now you will get this file over here. Copy this entire thing. Copy this and paste it over here. I will explain to you what these windows are. Once you paste it, always remember to put header is equal to true. Why? R is very easy. The moment you say true, it will pop up and select this true, because R is case sensitive. If you say TRUE small t, it will not accept. it is case sensitive. So it will give you the option true, select this. Now I say run. If you don't get any error, if you get this in blue, it means your code is okay. What is the header is going to true? If you view the file, you see these headers, male, female. If you don't put this headers equal to true, you will not get these names. You will get an X1, X2, X3, X4. You will not get these names. So it is important to put header is equal to true. Okay, now if you see this, there are 4 boxes. 1, here 2, here you see 3, and here you see 4. This is the source. And this one is a console where you will get the outcome. You type in over, you code it over here, and you get the outcome over here. You see the result in the console. And go ahead and this is your source. You're putting the code over here. Here you will see the file names. Right now I have uploaded a file. You'll see the history over here which says global environment. So this is a file I've uploaded, and you can see, you can scroll, you can drag it. You can say this is a file I've uploaded. It has a serial number by default. This is column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. Here you see the history, what we have done so far. You can see the history of whatever activities we have done so far. In case you want to pick some, you can copy and paste. Connections, we are not doing because this is more connections from the different server, which are paid services. This tutorial, you can learn from here. Since R is vast, it is huge, and it requires a lot of practice. So this will give you some tutorials. Now if you come to this place, this window, here you can see the files, what we have been doing, what I have done so far. Here you see that whatever I plot. So I'm just giving an example. Let's say I plot. I'm just taking one column. It's given error because I'm not created an object. I'm just explaining to you about R right now. Okay. So it's giving me an error. So now let's say I plotted age. Whatever I will plot, you can see over here. Here you can see on the plot. Now remember one thing. Let's say I have put it over here, like I'm working this way and I have put the plots. Now if I run this, I'll get an error. I'll get an error saying figure margins too large. It means actually I'm not giving it space to plot properly. So now if I drag this over here, if I give it a good space, and now if I plot this, I can see the plot. So if you scroll this inside, it'll give you figure margin too large, it will not show you the plot. So always remember this, to give it some space. Packages, R or Python, you have a lot of packages and libraries, and you will start learning them as you start using them. It is like Excel. More you use, more you learn. So library and packages, you'll find many, and as we code, you will start learning. So don't panic. Don't worry about it. So let's say there are some packages, let's say I want to install a package called DPLR. The moment you put in 1 or 2 letters, it will prompt you. Remember one thing, once you install the package, I'm installing the package. When you say no, just say no, otherwise it will restart. So I'm saying no. Now you can see over here, it is installing the package at the bottom. It says package successfully done. I'll explain what is a package. Okay. Now, after installing the package, please do not forget to load the library with the same package. I've installed the package. I say library, DPLR, DPLYR. Because if you don't load the library and run, the package will not function. Another way of installing is I say install packages. I say DPY, it'll give you a prompt. So either you can code it and install, or you can install from here. It's your way. If you want to install many packages together, I say this, comma, ggplot2. I want to install multiple packages. Okay, you can put comma and you go on. So now you can install many packages together. But when you're running the library, you have to run separate library. Let's say I'm running comma reader I installed another package, ggplot. I'm trying to show you, can we run all the libraries together? Let's see what happens. So library and packages, this will come with practice, guys. It'll come with a lot of practice. It is like, you're doing the same thing every day. You're cooking rice every day, so you learn how to cook rice. You're cooking vegetables every day, so you know how to cook vegetable. You know what spices to put in what vegetable. It comes with practice. This is the same thing in R or Python. It comes with practice. Now, what is the package or what is a library? What is a package? So let's say, I'm just giving an example. I am driving a car and I come across a breakdown of my car on highway. So now I open my boot and I get a toolbox. This toolbox has certain tools which will repair my car, or which will help function my car. Similarly, now if I am driving a bike and it's a breakdown, I have a toolbox for my bike. This toolbox will be little different from the car toolbox. I will use the bike toolbox to repair my bike. I will use the car toolbox to repair my car. Similarly, in R, it has some statistical functions each library, each package has some statistical functions which we use to analyze our data. So different libraries may have different functions. And this will come with practice. You start learning that what spices to put in what vegetable. How much time do I need to cook the rice? How much time do I need to cook mutton or chicken or vegetables? This will come with the practice. So don't think that it will, you learn R or Python overnight. No. Now, why I am not teaching you R and Python together. I will not teach you R and Python together. I will keep a gap of at least 1 month. I want you to first practice R, and then after a month or after 1.5 months, then start Python. Why I'm saying this? Because I don't want you to learn R and Python together. Because both, it is like, learning French and German together. And both the languages, they are not your mother tongue. If both the languages are not your mother tongue, and if you try to learn both of them together, you will actually mess up badly. You will mess up. That's why when you are learning R and Python, try giving it a gap. Otherwise, you will get confused between the syntax or the codes. So right now, I will give you an overview of Python, but I will first make you master on R. We will do all the analysis on R, and after a month or after 45 days, we will start with Python. Does it make sense? Comfort?
Yes, it does.
It makes
Yes,
sense, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes
Yes,
sense.
it does.
Let's not learn both the things together. Because I have had this experience of learning French and German during my college days, and ultimately I could not learn anything. So I had to drop German, and I started learning French, and ultimately I ended with only one sentence: Je parle français à moi. That's it. Today, if someone asks me, parlez-vous français? I said, yeah, je parle français à moi. That's it. So don't ask me. Don't ask me French beyond this. So may be laughing that I'll ask you French now. Soa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Parlez-vous français?
Oui, je parle français. C'est ma seconde langue.
Okay, je parle français à moi. So don't ask me anything ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing ahead of this. Okay. I hope, guys, whatever I'm teaching you, it's making sense, and you are being able to connect it with your work. Important is to connect everything with your work, with your office, with your role. Okay? So, this is the basic of R, and you have everything over here. You can view what I will teach you over here. The most important thing is tools. In tools, the most important thing what we use is the global options. Here you can customize your R. You can customize your R pane layout. What do you want? You want the source on the top, or you want the console on the top? What are the things you want to see in environment? What do you want to see over here? This is your choice. Whatever you want to do, select the way you want. Appearance, this is your personal choice. I want to see this, okay? I want my R to be the night mode or the dark mode. I want zoom to maybe 75%. If your eyesight is good enough, you can put at 75%. Otherwise, people like me, I need 110%. You want this is your choice. All these are, this is your personal choice, whatever you want to keep. Rest, we are not using much of things over here, okay? And most important is to learn the codes and start working on it. So now, what we are doing, let's start learning the basics, small, with the data. I have already uploaded the data. Okay, I have uploaded the data. What next? I run it. Now remember, you have uploaded the data. So let's view the data. What is the data? We have already seen it. So there are certain things you can do, you will get this with practice. Let's view, and it's like English. I want to view, I want to see the data. I said view. You will get a prompt, view. Okay. What am I seeing? The moment you say DSS something, it'll give you a prompt. Okay. Now when you see this white icon, this means your file, data file. This white icon like a table. This means this is in your file in the global environment. It is coming from here, the global environment. I say, I want to view the data. I view it, and this is what you are seeing. I go back from here. Now, what is the most important thing? As we go with the data, I'll keep on explaining the R, the function of R. Let me rename it. I want to give this file, this data, a name. I'm just saying, Anup is equal to this data. I'm copying this, I'm just giving it a name to this file. Now, my R knows the moment it says Anup, it will talk about this data, this file, which I've uploaded. So I say Anup. Say Anup not found, I may not have run the data. Now I say Anup. So now it is telling me, it is giving me the data. So it means R now says the moment you type Anup, it will give you this data. So let's give it a good name, a practical name. And on your R, on your platform, I've given this a name, or proper name, so that we all use the same name for practice purpose. So I'm giving it a name. Cars underscore GA. Okay, I'm just giving it a name. Cars underscore, because we all should use the same name as a group so that we all practice with the same name, becomes easier for you. Now R understands that cars GA is the data put in my memory, which I need to remember. And I'll be doing the entire analysis on cars GA. So this is an object I've created. I've created an object in R, and R knows that car GA is the data, which is over here, this one. Sorry. And so now let's view the data. You can say view. Even if you don't say view, you'll get this data over here. I can say print. I can say print bracket name of the data. Let's say what it says. It says reach maximum 70. When you're printing it, even in our office or something, when we are printing something, it gives you a limitation that it can only print up to certain pages. So what we are saying, it says here, if you see this, it says omitted 3 maximum max print. It's only giving you 71 rows. But no, I'm telling her, please print everything for me. I want to see the entire data. So what I do, very simple thing, very common thing. Option, print max. Sorry, max print. Max print, I'm just giving some number, something. So now when it prints, it will print up to so many things. Now I've removed the limits. Now I'm printing the data again. So now you see, it says that it will only print up to 71. So, but I want to see the entire data. I can see either with view or I just give the name of the file, it will show you. I say view, cars GA, and you can see the data over here. You can see the data over here also. Fine. Now we know how to upload the data. We know. We also know how to view the data. Next thing is attach. What happens? Let's say I viewed my data, I can see some columns. I can see these columns, male, female, engineer, know this thing. And I want to print age, one of the column of this data. Age. It is not giving me a prompt. It is not showing me a prompt age. Why? I'll tell you. If I say print age, it has printed, but it did not show me a prompt. Why? Because let us now attach the data. When I'm attaching the data to the memory of R, what it does, it takes all the variables in this memory. Let's say, for example, I'm saying that I have 20 team members in my team. I have 20 members in my team. It's very difficult to remember all 20 names. So I have given each one a name. One is Comfort, one is Kaushal, one is Sova, one is Anup. I've given everyone a name. And I'm trying to attach it to the memory so that moment I say Anup, I know who is Anup. That Anup belongs to this particular team. Similarly, I'm attaching all the variable names, all these variable names, male, female, age, name, and salary, by saying attach cars GA. When I say attach cars GA, it has stored all these variables in its memory. Now when I say print, and the moment I say A, it'll tell me, I say AG, it should actually give me, hold on. It's still not giving me the pop-up. Now, the moment I attach, now I say SALA and it's giving me a pop-up salary. You see the pink icon. This pink icon says that this salary is part of this data which you're using. We can have multiple data on this, multiple files. So it says the pink is showing that salary is part of this particular data you're using. is one of the variable of this particular data that we are using. So now I say plot salary, it will plot the salary over here. So attach actually gives, otherwise see, if you don't say attach, you have to type in salary every time. You have to type in salary every time. You know what? And it is case sensitive. If you miss that, if I say SALARY, and if I don't use the capital S, it'll give me an error. See, object salary not found because it is case sensitive. So now that's fine. I have viewed the data. I'm trying to I've attached the data. What next? What should I do? Now I have the data. What to do now? I want to see, I've also seen the data. But now I want to see what is there in my data. I want to see the structure of my data. What is there in my data, man? I want to see the structure of my data. So I say, for the structure, I say str. Moment I say str and I say cars data, I say cars GA, it gives me the structure of the data. And this is important to understand what is the structure of the data. It says the data frame. When I say what is the meaning of data frame, the entire data set that we have is called a data frame. That within this frame, I have data which has 442 observations or 442 rows and 14 columns. Name, I will explain to you what is character, what is integer, what is number, and what is variable. I will explain. This is very, very important to understand. This is very, very important. Is it getting too much? Any question? Are you being able to take it, or is it getting too much? Yes, guys?
Okay, Anu.
Yeah, it's good.
Topic?
I'm cool.
Sorry?
I'm cool.
Soa?
Yeah, it's clear.
It's clear. Kaushal, are you getting
Yeah.
something?
Until now, no.
Sorry?
All is clear until now.
No, I'm
Any
asking.
question?
I'm asking Kaushal. Hope he has
Okay.
not slept. Hope he has not slept. Kaushal, are you there?
What? Sorry?
He must have. I'm asking Kaushal, this person.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
he has.
fine.
Yeah, I don't see. Maybe he has slept or something, because almost 12 in India. Anyway, so now let's understand the type of data. Now you see character, you see integer, you see NUM number, and then also something called factor in R. Let's understand the type of data, which is very, very important. If this concept is not clear, you will not be able to work on R, Python. You will not be able to do any analysis anywhere, even on Excel. So let's understand this very clearly. And let me come on board. So, and you must watch my videos where I've already explained all these things. Types of data. Remember one thing, the most popular and the most important one is continuous data. The second one, what we call, is discrete. Let's understand these two. In R, you will see them with different names. In Python, you will see them with different names. When we say continuous data, the word is continuous. And guys, I'm explaining these the concepts and the basics. It says continuous. It means any number, let's say between 1 and 2. Between 1 and 2, how many values do you think you can get? Between 1 and 2, how many values can you get? Anyone? Try, participate. How many values can you get between 1 and 2? So,
Yes.
how many values can you get between 1 and 2?
I think 2.
Comfort?
Yeah, I think like okay, 0.9999999 something.
You will get infinite value, right?
Yes, it continues. It goes
Yeah.
on.
That's why I say you can get 1.1, 1.1, 1.111. I mean, so any number which is a continuous, which is in a decimal, is called continuous data. Height, weight, time, age, which is further divided. Age, it comes in year, goes to month, goes to days. Days can go to hours, hours can go to minute, minute can go to seconds, seconds can go to nanoseconds. So age is a continuous data. Height is a continuous data. Weight is a continuous data. Volume is a continuous data. So all these are continuous data because between two numbers, there are infinite values. That is why it is called a continuous data. When we talk about discrete, the word itself, you can distinguish between 1 and 2. It can either be 1 or it will be 2. It will be either yes or it will be no. There's a distinguish, there's a discrete, you can easily discrete between the two. You can distinguish between two. Either it will be one book or I will read 2 books. Either I buy 1 book or I buy 2 books. Can I buy 1.5 books? Can I buy 1.5 books?
No?
No. That is why it is a count. It is a discrete. It can be 1 man or 2 men. It cannot be 1.2 men, 1.5 men, 1.4 women. That's why that is the count data. Discrete is a count where we can distinguish between 1 and 2. This is
So is it a whole number?
yeah, we'll come there. So basically, there are 2 types of data in entire statistics we will learn. One is the continuous, one is the discrete. Now, when you're learning them on R, when you're learning them on Python, you will get them in different terms. On R and Python, the continuous data is called NUM, or the short form of number. The discrete data on R, you will see as factor. On Python, this continuous data, you will see as float. This, the factor over there, or the discrete data, you will see as object. Python has its own terms, R has its own terms. That's why I said we will take a break between the two. Let's first learn one, then we will learn the second, otherwise we will get confused. Now when we talk about continuous data, continuous, and this is universal, okay? Continuous and discrete, this is universal. This has nothing to do with R or Python. Hope you understand, okay? This is universal. They are universal terms. But when you see them on R and Python, you will see these different terms, which you need to remember. Now, when I talk about this continuous, the continuous data can be integer, can be numeric. And that is what you are seeing on R. You are seeing integer and numeric. But both are continuous. And let me tell you why. Because integer is either 1, 2, 3, 4, or the numbers. Numeric is 1.1, 1.5, 2.2, 3, whatever. This is also a number, but this can be distinguished. If I say factor or discrete on R, factor can be yes, no. It can be, team, anything. These are the factors you will see with these letters. Now it depends what you want to convert, how you want to convert your data. By default, wherever, let's say my data has 0 and 1. These are actually numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3. These are digits, these are numbers. R understands them as numbers. Wherever you have 0 and 1, R will take as factor. It'll take as 0 and 1, yes, no, or it'll just take as factor. But if you're telling R that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my data, it'll take as integer. You can convert them into factors. Categorical, we also call them. As we learn, we will understand. We also understand this as categorical or factor, which you will read in R. Categorical means, let's say you have 5 teams. You have team 1, team 2, team 3. So these are the categories. Let's say city 1, city 2, city 3. So these are the categories. Under each categories, you have 3 levels. You can have, region 1, region 2, region 3, region 4. So under this region, there's a category. Region is a category where you have 4 levels. In R, you will see as a factor with 4 levels. So factor, category, the same thing. Is the same thing. Numeric, continuous is the same thing. And we will learn as we go on R, and you will get used to this. So now that we know the name is showing as ABCD is a character. Why it's showing a character? Because if you see this, It's not making any sense. It is saying, it's a AB, it's like a string. So it's telling me A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, A, B, C, D, or in case I want to change this, if I want to change this to a factor, I can change it to a factor or levels. You see 8 as integer. Why? Whereas we said that 8 is a continuous number. 28 years, 5 months, 4 days, and so on. But here 8 is showing me as integer. The reason being, there's no decimal in my age. Since there's no decimal, it is giving me as integer. Male, female, it's showing me as integer because these are numbers, there's 0 and 1, there's no decimal. Well, I want to take as factor, I want to say as category, either as a male or female with 2 levels. But R says, by you know what, you have given me 0 and 1. I know 0 is a number, 1 is a number. So why you're telling me 0 and 1, so I'm saying it's integer. Because whatever you tell R will understand the same way. Similarly, R is saying one integer 0 and 1. Work experience integer, because work experience doesn't have any decimal over here. That is why it's showing me integer. Actually, it is a continuous number. Similarly, salary is showing me number because it has decimals. Let's see. See, salary and distance, it has decimals. So R has recognized them as continuous data or numbers. NA means value is missing from the data stream. Now what the thing is fine. I can see the structure. But you know what? This 8 is showing me integer. I guess fine. Even analysis will not go wrong. There's nothing wrong. But I want to change it to a number. I tell R, please change this integer to number. What I do, very simple, very simple. Very simple. I write the name of the data. I put a dollar sign. The moment you put a dollar sign, it will give you all the variables. Yeah, it will give you all the variables. So now I say age, because I'm trying to change the age from integer to factor, number. I select age equal to, I'm telling R now that R age from this data CARGA, please change it to or keep it in your memory now as a number and not as a factor, not as an integer anymore. Age, I say as dot factor, again I say CARGA and same dollar sign age. Simple. What did I do? I have changed that. It's already there in integer. I'm saying age, you know what, R, please change it to factor. Sorry, not factor, number. Sorry. As dot n, numeric. As dot numeric. Change it to numeric. Continuous. Change it to continuous, please. And it says okay. I'll do that. And R does that. Now let me check. I run cost data. I run the str again. I run str of cost data again. Let me see if it has changed or not. So now age is a number. Age is now a number. Similarly, I say female, it's not an integer. Let me change it to factor. I just want factor 0 or 1. I want that as a category. So what I say, same thing, cars, GA, dollar sign, female, equal to as dot factor, cars, GA, and dollar sign female. And here it changes. Let me see again. If I say cars dot GA dollar female, I want to see the structure of just this variable. I'm not interested in seeing everything. Okay. So it says factor with two levels, 0 and 1. It has two levels, 0 and 1. So I've changed it. Similarly, you can change everything. Now, in order to do this, please open the sheet which is already there on R, on the platform which I have uploaded, and try practicing this. Try practicing this. Now, what I'm doing, what I've shown you, I'm trying to change it one by one. I have changed it one by one, but no. What happens if I have 50 variables? I don't have so much of time to change one by one. I want to change everything one by one, together. And if you see the green, I've explained everything, what it is. Now I'm saying changing multiple variables from integers to factors using Laplace function. What I say, card factors C, and these are the variables I want to change together. I want to change them to factors all together. So this is the code I use, and I say factor Laplace. Laplace is a function which you need to use. So what I'm saying, guys, please start practicing on this variable. So I start practicing on this data, and in order to practice this, you can always refer to the recordings here. You can go to batch 1 or you can go to batch 2. You have a lot of options. So batch 1, let's see where I have taught this part on R. Okay, so maybe I have taught somewhere in the beginning. You can fast forward and you can see where I have taught R. Oh, same. Yeah. So we will learn all these things. Don't worry. Just watch the videos and try practicing as we cover even with the live sessions. Okay. So if you see this, this session, batch 1, session 2, okay, if you see the session 2, you see I'm explaining the same thing, same data over here. So try practicing, and rest I will teach you on Thursday. But between today and tomorrow, try practicing this. I've explained everything over here. There's a okay, please note this session number and try practicing. Is this clear? So batch 1, session, session 2, you can watch this same file what we are doing, and also I'll be uploading the file which I'm recording now. Is it clear? Comfort, Suha?
Okay, yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
which of the videos has where to see how to change multiple variables?
Here, that's what I'm showing you. Batch 1, session 2. This one I'm showing you. That's why I say, you have to watch the videos. I cannot, point out which video has where everything. You must watch these videos. This one I'm showing. Batch 1, session 2. This is a video which has, I showed you right now. You see, you must watch the video. Here, this is the data. Here. This is the data. That's
The
what I'm
one
saying.
that
You must.
has the one that has how to change multiple variables.
Yeah, everything. This is the file. This is the file. Yes. This is the file.
Why I say this is because I have watched a video up until how to change one variable. So I got into the next video with the expectation to see how to change multiple variables, but that video didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking which of the videos shows that.
See, this, you can see on the screen. This is the code.
Mhm.
This is the code, right? This is the code I'm talking about.
Mhm.
This is the video. And this is the code
Mhm.
I've taught you right now. This is the code. Same thing. Same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. It'll tell you.
Okay, okay. Mhm.
Hello, Anup. Hello. Hello, Anup. Hello, Anup.
See, this is what I've explained over here also. Right now, I've explained to you about integer and everything.
Hello, Anup. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm converting the age to number. Now, see, comfort. What happens? Let's say this is a
Yeah.
batch 1, session 2, right? So now Go with session 3. Look for session 3. If you didn't find it over here, you will have it in the session 3 because it's in sequence. Yeah, batch 1, February 11th, session 3. This is session 2, this is session 3. So you will find it over here. Okay, so you will find everything. But what I'm saying, I will teach you all these things, but please engage yourself, spend some time so that we don't get delayed. Don't wait for me to cover, because since I'm giving you the videos, that's the advantage for you. If you watch the videos and then when I explain to you, it's easy for you to understand. You'll be able to relate immediately. You understand what I'm saying? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
So, yeah. So please guys, spend some time on the videos. You guys are not spending, you're not throwing questions, because spend some time on the videos and I will teach you everything. But let's make it fast. If you listen to the videos, you'll be able to relate what I explained to you now. You understand? Because what happened, I'll tell you. When I was training them during the daytime, I was spending 4 hours.
Yeah,
4
hello?
hours. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Right now, at night, I'm not spending 4 hours with you. So it'll take some time. Okay? I think there's some network issue. Comfort, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Anup, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
I can hear you. Hello?
Anup, can you hear me? Hello, Anup, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, please, if you could do something about the videos, because when I'm watching the videos, streaming the videos, I do get some breakages and some kind of scratches. So if you could do something about it so that there could be a free flow.
No. What is wrong with the video? Sorry, I didn't get it.
Yeah, it's like because it was streaming video online, so there are some kind of breakages and something like a scratches when you're watching the videos. There's certain pauses in between.
Scratches?
Yeah, like some kind of pauses in between the videos when you are streaming the videos on the platform.
No, is it your network issue or what? Because I can see the videos very clear.
Yeah, almost all the videos.
Sorry?
All the videos I've watched so far. That's what I don't know if anybody else has got that issue.
What issue?
Yeah, precisely what I'm saying. When I'm streaming the videos, I do get some pauses and some kind of scratches or breakages in between the videos. So every time I'm streaming the videos from the platform, so I don't know whether I'm the only one or anybody else on the platform
No.
now.
See, topic, I'll tell you.
Such issue.
Are you watching on
Yeah.
your mobile? Are you watching on your mobile?
No. I'm watching on my
No.
laptop.
Are you watching with a good network, Wi-Fi?
Oh, for now I'm at work at the moment, so I'm using my mobile phone hotspot.
Yeah,
But
so
when I'm at home, I
maybe-
use Wi-Fi. When I'm at home, I use Wi-Fi.
Maybe the challenge is because of the network, but trust me, I cannot allow you to download the videos. The videos will be streamed or played only on the platform. I cannot download the videos. Once it is uploaded, I don't have any option to download the videos. And I've not got any complaint from anyone. Comfort, are you facing any challenge with the video or the quality of the video?
No, the videos are clear.
Videos are clear so far, right?
Yes.
Comfort?
Yeah, the videos are clear. I've not experienced any challenge screaming it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody
Then
has
it should be
experienced
a
any
network-
challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then maybe it could be a network issue from my side.
Yeah, it's a network issue at your side.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, we will catch up again on Thursday. Please spend some time. And watch some videos more. Ask me questions on the group. Don't be silent. Let's
Okay.
keep ourselves engaged. And I will continue with the next section with this R, in the from Thursday. I don't want to give you too much on day one. You'll be overloaded. So let's increase the load little by little. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I don't want to give you too much.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you were giving the data a name, you used Anup, I mean the second time. So my question is now I think our data has two names now, Anup and the other one, KGA.
No. Once I change
How do you remove one
no,
name?
if you change the name,
Mhm.
R will take the second time. Whatever you have given the latest one, it will take in the memory.
Say it
See,
again.
hold on. Let me explain again.
Uh,
What happens? First, I gave it Anup, right?
yeah.
So it took Anup. Now I've given Cars GA. Now when I run
Mhm.
it'll take as Cars GA. It has removed Anup from its memory.
Really?
If I give you right now, your name is Comfort, right? If I
Yeah.
change your official name at all the places in your office and all the places or on your passport, will anyone will your name be Comfort or will your name change? People will know you with a second name, right? Your registered name, correct?
Mhm.
So first I registered this file as Anup. Now I've registered this as Cars GA. So R is taking this as a object, is taking as a name. And Anup
Okay,
is
so
not there anymore.
okay, so the first one is nullified.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, guys. So
So another question is, if I'm working with R and then I come back the next time, I feel maybe something went wrong with the data or with the data I'm working with, and I feel like deleting the entire data, I mean erasing it, so I can have a fresh one. I can download a fresh one. How
Yes,
do I
yes.
do this?
So now let's say I want to make some changes in Excel. Okay. Let's say I want to remove one column. Okay, I remove it. I delete it. After deleting this, you just save the Excel. Okay. After saving the Excel, you come here, you run this file again, and it will give you the saved one. It will change whatever you deleted in Excel, it will update over here. You don't have to upload the data again. Just change it on Excel. Okay, save the Excel file. just run the code all over again. You will get it with practice. Don't worry, you'll get it with practice. Fine. So, and now when you are closing it, you can please save it as whatever you want to save it. Save as in your file. Why I'm saying this? Don't keep these things too many open. Keep on closing them. Otherwise, R has given you free but certain limited space. Here it will show you space here. So if you want to clear it, remove all these things. Save all your files. Now let's say I want to remove this. I've not saved it. So if I remove this, it'll ask me, do you want to save? I say yes, save. So I'm saving it. under, wherever I want to save. And I want to give it a name. Okay. So you can save, you must save your files. And try removing, don't keep too many things over here. Remove them.
Okay, but if you save it with a different name from the name we are using here, how would that affect
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That you are saving the file with any name you want. This is R. Your system is different from R, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, and whenever you want to clear all your spaces and all, I want to give R some space, clear from here. Say this, it'll clear everything. It'll clear the environment. You can clear from here also. Yeah, it has cleared everything. Okay, guys, so we call it a day. It's 12:30 in India. I need to have my dinner and sleep.
Anup, thank you for your time today.
Yeah. And please practice, please spend some time. Don't just depend on these live sessions. Yeah, please don't depend on live sessions since there are so many videos already. And I'm explaining the same thing. Please spend some time on video. Ask me questions. Ask me more and more questions. I'll be more than happy to answer. You really need to work hard. You really need to spend some time on the videos. You really need to work on our practice. Don't just depend on this 2 hour of live sessions. It'll take me 5 months to complete this. And if I give you 4 hours at night now, you have just come from office, you will not be able to take it. It will be overload. You'll be tired. If I give you 3-4 hours after your office, you'll be tired. Trust me. You will not be able to take it. So you have to work hard. I also have to work hard. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anup.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.